Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And it sounds from the crowd's roar that he sold a few tickets tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, nice, nice applause for Draego.
All right, let's see how this starts off.
As we wait for the first bell, see how the styles clash tonight. Draego starting off with the jab, trying to find his pressure and feint, trying to find his range in feinting.
As you said about Tito Bryant, high guard, wide elbows. We see that coming out right out the gate.
Exposing the body, but you do have to walk through a shot or slip a shot before you can get to Bryant's body. A big shot at that.
And he's setting up that right hand over top Draego as with that stab to the body. And look at the low guard by Tito. Dangerously dropping and squared up.
Tito's arms look flexed up. He looks very tense right now in the moment.
You cannot keep your elbows in if you're tight.
When you have your elbows up, you're doing just like Bryant was. You telegraph your shots, and you start to raise them up more and more before you throw them.
Very unorthodox right here, and he should be able to trap that lead hand. There it is. And that hurt him. He started blinking.
From the rounds that I've experienced with Tito, typically he does that when he gets hit with a nice shot, but I've seen Tito in with William Townsell, a great prospect, and he kind of reacted the same, but he never showed his opponent that he was actually hurt.
Right.
Draego doing a great job with the jab, both upstairs and downstairs, controlling the pace, as he said he wanted to do.
And he's definitely going to open up everything else for him. Yep.
And Tito kind of just staying at the very end of that jab. Bryant needs to force the action like he said he was and not let Draego get into that tempo.
To where Draego is truly controlling the real estate in the ring, keeping it where he wants to keep it. Right out of reach of Bryant, so Bryant can't touch him. Beautiful jab.
He's sticking with that jab, and he's setting up that too. Really good job right now.
I don't know how clean that right hand landed from Draego, but over time that right hand will land more and more flush. As Tito keeps that lead shoulder down and front foot heavy.
He stiffened him up a little bit. Now he went right to the body, and that was good.
Left leg buckle is still not under.
His legs.
Tito
He's got to be under control. Nice round for Draego.
Great way to end the round for Draego.
Great distance control from Draego.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
A lot of feints in and out, moving nicely. He's doing a great job with his jab.
Eric, if we're in Bryant's corner, what do we say to help him change the game plan and motivate him to come forward a little bit more?
Right now, he's got to loosen up and he's got to start throwing a jab. And right now, he's telegraphing everything just by his elbows being flared out. Like he's got wings right now. He's got to loosen up.
The other thing is his head is stuck in the middle.
Yeah,
he's not getting any head movement at all. Draego's able to capitalize on that, touching him with almost every jab he throws out there.
Yep. He's got a fractured guard right now where he's got a low guard and he's squared up, so it's not a good setup.
Draego comes out strong, meeting in the center of the ring, jabbing. high and
That
low.
stab's going to be there all day for him with that guard. You see how square his body is.
Beautiful jab to the body.
Yeah.
Closing the distance for that right hand to land.
And he's tried it. That was picturesque of his last knockout. If he keeps on setting up that jab to the body, he's going to have success with that overhand.
And Tito reaching when he's trying to parry the shots of Draego.
Nice touch to deliver. There you go. Tito's starting to pick up on that jab.
Great jab to the body from Draego. Hitting the sternum every time.
That's it. He's start doubling up that jab a little bit more. It'd be a little bit safer.
Triple hook that time by Bryant.
It's a good active round right now.
Both fighters trying to find their flow.
Trying to find it, yeah.
Trying to find what shots they're looking for right now. Draego setting up that right hand.
For sure. And he comes over top with a 3.
Bryant is not here to lay down, though, so Drago's going to have to work for this knockout.
For
and
sure.
He's going to have to line him up.
Nice.
Aggressive Bryant. Draego looking for a big left hook.
Yep. He just keep stabbing. He needs to keep stabbing with that jab for those hooks to be successful.
Tito's catching the shots a lot more than rolling or trying to move his head and change levels. I would like to see Tito drop his body a little bit more and move his head.
Yeah, he needs to be first right now. There you go. He had to initiate the action. Draego's got to start throwing more than just one punch at a time.
I believe that Draego's looking for the knockout a little bit too much right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Just let it happen and have fun like he did in his last fight.
Yep.
Well, you know, he hit him with such a big right hand in the first round that I think he thinks at this point, anytime I want to touch him, I can touch him.
Yep.
Instead of getting back on his game, jabbing the way he was jabbing, because I really think it was the jab that set up the big right hand.
Absolutely, for sure. We're down to 10
seconds
left
in the round. Looking for a huge overhand right to throw over that low shoulder of Tito Bryant.
Very competitive round by both men.
Absolutely. This is good. Good work. Draego showing a lot of patience. And Tito's definitely, he's fighting at a good pace himself right now. He started throwing a whole lot more punches that round. Not a lot of success so far, but, you know, he did pick up on his jab.
Walter, what are we seeing from Draego's corner throughout these first 2 rounds?
Well, if I'm in his corner, I'm just telling him, listen, don't abandon the jab. It sets you up for success. It will continue to set you up for success, but you've got to use it. You got to commit to it. I would like to see 35, 40, 45 jabs around, and not the pawing type, the stabbing stiff type.
Yeah.
You know, because every time he throws a stiff double jab, it freezes Bryant in his tracks.
Absolutely.
And allows and it blinds him and allows that right hand to come right down the pipe.
I'd like to see more double and triple jabs by Zach.
Yep.
When you're blinding him with the jabs, throwing him 3, 4 times and multiples, you're not allowing your opponent to see the right hand coming over top of those jabs. And the punches you don't see coming are the ones that hurt the most.
Absolutely. And you're keeping your opponent on defense. There you go. That was a nice triple to come in. He was cutting to his right. That might have been a little bit more effective.
Draego throwing fast jabs. We see the speed difference. Draego just light years ahead in speed. I do see Draego's mouth opening up casually, though, so one has to question if he's getting a little bit tired as the rounds pass.
Great right hand
nice
again.
Right hand.
Tito takes the shot very well, though.
He did, but
you can't take too many of those continuously.
That was a nice shot. I mean, he got full extension on that.
And it was, gentlemen, it was set up by the jab.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure his corner told him.
And he's trying to do it again. He's trying to go
Yep.
these 2 jabs to the body, and he's going to try to come over the top.
Drago's hands going to his waist. I believe that's a mistake, circling around. Tito's a strong guy. You don't want to accidentally run into a shot just being loose.
Oh, good uppercut that time.
Great punch from Drago.
I'd like to call that an educated left hand. Uppercut, jab, and then a jab straight down the middle.
Bryant being more aggressive, throwing power shots, opening himself up, though.
Both of these guys doing a good job giving just as good as they get.
In that situation there, when
Drago landed another
Drago
flush
looked
right
back
hand.
at the referee, I always try to tell my
A
fighters
great left hand. My goodness.
to make sure they don't ask for permission for a fraction. Just keep going.
Listen, unless the
Yeah.
referee stops
Yeah,
you, you
absolutely.
keep
You
going.
just keep going.
Yeah.
You don't look back to see if your guy's okay. That's nice.
Drago throwing that left hand with his right hand down to his waist, though. I would like to see him pick up that right hand a little bit.
Oh! Great overhand right on a check hook.
And
Beautifully timed.
Beautiful shot.
Beautifully timed.
Very similar to his first fight.
Is Bryant's feet
And
going
with
to be
his
under
hands
him?
came behind him, he's in a lot of trouble right now. Let's see what Drago does.
Is he going to be able to weather the storm with Drago? He rolls that right hand a little bit more. I don't know if his feet are under him. Another big shot. Drago looks for the... It's
a
10
lot of
seconds left
trouble.
in the round. This is action-packed, guys.
Oh,
my
my.
goodness.
Oh, my.
Can't take much more.
How in
Wow.
the world is he still standing?
This is a tough guy. The round
Wow,
ends, guys.
wow.
I tell
Bryant
you
may
what.
be able
Wow.
to recover and come out
Wow.
for another round.
Wow.
I don't know.
I don't know that they'll
I
let
don't
this
know
go.
about that.
He did not know where
Those
he was
shots
going
right
to his
there were
corner.
Beautiful.
Bill Clancy taking a strong look right now.
Wow.
He may consider stopping it.
Eric, what kept him on his feet?
I don't know. He's a tough nut. I mean, he got dropped with a beautiful shot. He came back and he showed his heart for sure. He's being looked at closely by the doc and the ref.
Yeah, this is, buddy, saved by the bell.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And man, I like to see Zak's his tenacity coming in for the kill. That was great.
Smelling blood and
Yep.
trying to take.
Yeah, here we go.
Fourth and final round.
And nothing like looking at your opponent staring at you in the center of the ring before the round starts. Let's go.
Bryant's got to come out strong this round, guys. And he has to come out and show that he's not
Yeah,
hurt,
that's
even
perfect
if he
by
is.
Zach.
If he gets
for
hit
sure.
if he gets hit with a couple of good flush shots, I think they'll stop the
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, for sure.
But-
He needs to keep stabbing that body.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Bill Clancy's soon
He's
to
very
stop it
close,
if he
very
can.
close to
This
stopping
is-
it. Yes.
He can barely stand right now. I think it's going to take one shot and he's gone. Keep that jab going if he's going to put him out.
But Bryant jabbing and leaving his hands down
Yeah.
is the cause of
I mean,
these
he's
over.
just trying to collect himself
Yeah.
at this moment. This is
Trying to regain his feet.
yeah, for sure.
But
He's
this
circling.
is the time Drago should overwhelm him with jabs. Just keep touching him with the left hand. Keep
Finish
touching him
with
with
that
the
hook.
left
It's
hand.
exactly what his corner said.
I would like to see Tito start going to his right a little bit more rather than going straight into Drago's right hand, just like that.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Great stoppage by Bill Clancy.
That's over. Yeah.
Bill stopped the fight.
Great combination to end the fight by Drago.
Man.
Working
Drago's got a
behind
lot of
his
pop,
jab.
man. Yeah. And now we got to think about the safety of this fighter here.
Tito Bryant putting his health on the line for our entertainment. These are gladiators out here.
Absolutely. Some serious punishment on that last round. And at the end of last round, too.
Bryant was able to stand up after that, though. So that's a good sight to see. Doc is talking to him.
Great jab to Zak. It's good work. He's got good precision shots. He did what he showed a lot of ring IQ in that fight, and he definitely diffused any offense from his opponent.